Let's look at relative clauses that use where as a relative pronoun. The relative pronoun where replaces there, here, or in a place, at a place, on a place, or to a place. Look at these two sentences. I live in a city. Charles Dickens was born in that city. How do we make a sentence with a relative clause from those? We exchange in that city for where, because it's in a place, in a city. Then we put where after the unknown noun in sentence 1, which is city. And then we finish that second sentence. And as we have already finished the first sentence, there's nothing more to write. I live in the city where Charles Dickens was born. We need to change for the because now it's specific. Charles Dickens was only born in one city. Alternatively, the second sentence could be Charles Dickens was born there, meaning in that place. And the answer is still the same because where replaces in that city or there. If we want, we can leave the preposition in that answer and use the relative pronoun which. I live in the city which Charles Dickens was born in. This is because where only replaces in a place, at a place, on a place, and other prepositions. So if we leave in that sentence, we must replace city with which, not where, because we didn't replace in. Here's another example. Let's go to the restaurant. We ate there last week. How do we make a relative clause in a sentence with that? So, let's go to the restaurant. We write that until the word that we're going to describe. We need to know which restaurant. We ate there. So there in the second sentence refers to restaurant. There changes to where. We put it after restaurant. Then we have the rest of the second sentence written in order. We ate last week. So we have, let's go to the restaurant where we ate last week. Don't write where we ate there last week. That is wrong. We are replacing there. Be careful though. What sentence with a relative clause should we write here? I live in a city. I love that city. The answer is, I live in a city which I love. We are not replacing in that city or there. We are replacing the object. We replace the words that city with which, but we didn't replace in or any other preposition. Therefore, we are only replacing the object. Let's practice. Join these sentences with a relative clause using where if possible. The gym where I went last year is dirty. Where replaces to it, to that place. The shop where you can buy curtains has just opened. The post office which sells newspapers is far from here. We are defining the post office, and from here doesn't mean from the post office. He has a new telephone in his pocket where he also keeps his dirty tissues. So where replaces in his pocket from the second sentence. My favourite book is on the shelf where my dictionaries are. Where replaces on that place, on that shelf. And then after where, we have the rest of the second sentence, which is my dictionaries are. Tracy went to the market she hates to buy fish. We can't use where because she hates it, the market. It is the object. It's not in the market, in a place or on a place. It's just it, the place. It doesn't mean she hates to buy fish. You probably need some practice for this, so download the PDF file that has the relative clauses questions for where, then answer the questions and check your answers. Good luck!